Just gonna do a video on my car I got. I've had some people ask me about it, so I figured I'd just put a video on YouTube and be over it. So here it is. It's a 2005 Grand Prix GXP. This is a top of the line model. It's got the 5.3 liter LS4 V8. Differences upon all the trims. The base, well, it actually changed a lot, but for 2005 there was the base model, the GT model, the GTP model, and the GXP model. The GXP having the largest engine, and the GTP having a supercharged V6, 3800 series, I think a Series 3, and the GT and base model having a just naturally aspirated V6. The differences on the GXP are obviously the front end. It's got a different grille, the chrome around the center, different fog lights. I'll show you those later on. The 18-inch Alcoa rims with Bridgestone Potenza tires. Also stock, it does have slotted or drilled rotors, not sliding. And this is actually worn away, but it's got the GXP logo on the brake calipers. Whatever that is, that comes on the GXPs, GXP logos. It's got Billist, I don't really know that kind of struts, yeah, whatever they are on them. Also drilled rotors in the back. V8 badge, different bumper, different spoiler, dual exhaust, things like that. And like I don't know if I said it earlier, but it does ride one inch lower than the other models. And my key in the ignition. Interior differences. The seats have leather with suede inserts. So that's kind of nice. It's got tap shift, paddle shifters. You could get those on the GTP model. But, so that's that. We basically came pretty loaded. The gauges have this drilled look in the back with different lettering on the gauges. It's got dual climate control, 6-disc CD changer, driver's information center, and it's basically a little bit of everything. Here's the gauges that turn on. I don't know what that was. That was XM radio, and I haven't been in the car all day. So there's a quick overview.
The Grand Prix GXP.
Making a video out of this. The differences upon the interior of the GXP, once you step up from the GT, GTP, and base model, you're going to have the tap shift. These are paddle shifters. So you can put the lever from drive to manual, in which on the heads-up display and on your driver's information center, you can click that charm telling me I cannot go in any higher of a gear. Click down, put you back into first gear. Same thing on the heads-up display. There's second, put it in drive, puts it in drive, and then the speedometer does that. So certain signals go on there, high beams, everything like that goes right on there. Your XM radio. See, there's Shady, 45, XL Hip Hop, the Heat, the Blend, things like that get shown on there. If I turn on the CD changer, I'm on disc 6, track 6. And as far as audio, it does have the Monsoon audio system. Sounds very nice. What else do I have to say about the interior? The dual digital climate control. You can select. It's got dual heated seats. Each passenger can have their own temperature. Auto vents, as far as where the air is going to come out, and auto fan, so how fast it's going to go can automatically be adjusted. So that's there. The 6-disc CD changer. There's XM. believe it or not, there's never really any good music on there. So that's there. The driver's information center, it'll tell you a bunch of information. The GXP and the GTP models both have, excuse my finger, I smushed it, both have the upgraded DIC. The standard ones only have 3, where the GTP and GXP models have this. Possibly the GT2, I don't exactly know. So fuel economy, there's your instant economy, my range, average economy, that's not correct, that's around the city. Back to information, this is where I can select different information. You can have, you know, the daytime enhancement on. I don't actually use it, I think it looks worse. This right here is different trip meters, average speeds, time elapsed, mileage, and things like that. Battery voltage, engine hours, maximum G-forces. You can actually see your currents and then reset it to where you're going to go. So I pull ahead here. Tells you what my things just were for that. It will not tell you once you get going beyond like 5 miles an hour. Oil life remaining, transmission fluid temperature, and back to your standard things. The 2005 models do not have the chrome rings around the vents to where, and the door handles to where the 06s and up do. Just thought I'd point that out to people that might be wondering. And I'll go take an exhaust note video now. Now here's a video of my exhaust note. This is stock. This is the 5.3 liter LS4 GXP Grand Prix. Turn that inside. Here's the gauges. Just turning the key on to maybe 2 turns in just to get everything started up. Do not starting the engine here. Starting the engine. RPMs on the left, speedometer on the middle, gas gauge on top. Yes, I do need gas. On the bottom is the temperature gauge. I am going to turn on the fog lights. Fog light indicator is on. Left turn signal. Right turn signal. Hazards. High beams, low beams. To the right, we have the driver's information center. Right now currently showing the transmission fluid temperature. It's mileage, trips, average speed, time elapsed, back to mileage, transmission fluid temperature, battery voltage, engine hours, G-force meter. You can reset that by pressing this middle button, and it'll tell you your G-forces, oil life remaining, and back to your transmission fluid, the date, among other various items as far as changes you can do throughout the car. To the fuel knob, average fuel economy. I do drive in the city predominantly, so that's my city mileage. Instant miles per gallon, my range with what's left on the fuel tank, and back to your average fuel economy. OnStar on the mirror. I'm going to turn off my headlights, saying headlights are suggested. Let's see here. Kick on the interior lights. This is the dual climate control. It's currently off. Just turning it on. Clicking the passenger side enables that. It does have automatic fans and automatic as far as where the vents are going to go. I'm going to turn that down off automatic as it's kind of cold in the car right now. AC, recirculation, rear defrost, and turning on and off the passenger, as well as dual heated seats. Center console has the shift knob. This is drive. On here it'll say drive. When you go into tap shift mode, it'll tell you the gear that you're in, and you can actually use these knobs on the steering wheel to shift your gears. it will not let me go any farther than second at this moment. So actually, that backs it up and that shifts forward. There's one on each side, both sides doing the same thing. Putting it back into drive works with that. Now, this right here is the heads-up display. This lever here turns it off, brightness as you go up. This switch right here goes down as far as what appears on your window. This switch here makes it go up. This button does among various items throughout the heads-up display. And I don't know if you can see it here. It's the heads-up display in the window. I can kick on the light so you can see what it looks like there. I can see it much better than it's showing on the thing here. But I can move it up, move it down, take away to where it just has the speedometer, press it twice, and stealth mode turns on. Stealth mode enables you to turn off all interior lighting throughout the car. When you first turn it on, only the gauges turn off, and you still have these items on. You can use the knob next to the steering wheel to turn off all lighting inside the cab, to where all you have is your heads-up display. Very nice for driving at night, easy on the eyes. Among other things that go on the heads-up display. And if I go through the different XM radio station channels, it'll tell you what's actually on there. You probably cannot read that. Anyways, it says XM1, 20 on 20, mix 22, 90s on 9. It's much larger in the window than it shows. It's coming up on here. I really don't know how to make it look any bigger, so it's obviously something to do with my camera. So, that's that. So that's the interior of the Grand Prix GXP. Different controls over here. These are your steering wheel controls, band, presets, up and down. This actually goes through the 6-to-CD changer if you're listening to CDs. Mute, play, get you dizzy, and volumes up and down. And this one does have the monsoon audio system. Sounds very nice. It's got a 6-to-CD changer showing the different discs right here. Sounds nice. And that's about it. So, interior actually has suede inserts, things such as that. Traction control button here. You press it, traction control turns off, and the heads-up display says to check computer. I will do a different video during the day. Just wanted you to see what the interior looks like at night. So, I'm sitting right here in the driver's seat, obviously, and this is what I would see. And any questions, just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them.